A little bit of a jittery signal, but with those numbers, can't leave that there, so we'll see what it is. Hopefully it does sound a bit squawky, so hopefully it's not just a piece of scrap tin or something. May nearly have to turn the camera off to dig this because it's getting pretty hard down here. But we'll see if we've got it out. I somehow doubt it. No, I think we're going to have to dig this off cam. Well, it's not too far now, so maybe we'll get it. Give an almighty stomp with my foot and see if we can get down another few inches. I've got a horrible feeling this is not going to be anything good. But then again, it's down a fair way, so hopefully it's a bit older. Surely we've got it. Surely. Yeah, I see it. A jolly old brass fitting with an elbow on it. So that was our signal. Now I'm back at the showground again, and as you can see, the sun's setting. You know, I've got a lot of time just ducked out here. You know, try a few more areas and see what we can come up with. Found a 1 cent out there and the pipe fitting earlier, and then had a 20 here. And I thought, oh, maybe a modern sixpence. Those ring up at 20, the less silver ones. But I don't know how we can see in here, if we can see in here. But can you see? You probably can't. If I just grab this clod here, that clod looks very round. Look at that. It's an old Britannia. We've got Queen Victoria there with a veil on in the dying rays of sun, and we will have to quickly clean that up and see what we've got. So I'll be back in 2 shakes of a duck's tail. Look at that. A little bit more cleaning up, and that is a pretty nice coin. You know, it's a bit worn looking at that, but 1896. How awesome is that? You know, you can't complain about that for a coin. Even that side. You know, normally there's a bad side and a good side, but, you know, they're both pretty good. And that is pretty awesome. Look at that lovely green patina there. Absolutely awesome. And that has made it worthwhile coming out here. The sun's going down behind the trees, but we have got a Britannia. So I've got to go soon, but you know, I found that, so now I've got to come back and do a bit more area. It might be the only one out here, but we've got to have a look. So absolutely awesome. I love those old pennies. 1896, brilliant. And not far away from where I got the penny, I've got a 19, and I don't know what that is, but it's something. It's not a coin, but we'll get the shovel and see if we can. Might be a bigger thing than I think. Don't know what that is. Hopefully I'm not digging up the mains water pipe or something. I think that is a piece of pipe banged in the ground. So I don't think I'm going to bother digging that up. Anyway, better bury that up again. Well, we've got an 18, 1 bar down. I think this is going to be the last signal I'm going to dig tonight, and I'll have to come back another day. Starting to lose light pretty quick. Don't know what this is going to be, but if I can do this without falling over. You look in there. Can you see that? I was hoping it might be a little halfpenny. Sometimes the older ones ring up, you know, down to an 18, and that is looking like a Britannia. And can we get a date? Oops, why do I always drop them? 1891, I'm going to say. So another awesome little Britannia, and that one is also looking in pretty smicko-nico. So why not? I'll give Queen Victoria a quick face wash and we'll see what she looks like. Why not? I said it was the last hole, but when you're finding coins you don't want to leave. Where'd my brush go? Gotta try and do this one-handed. We'll see how we go. Maybe I should have just waited till we got home. Anyway, we'll get a bit of a look at her. Although we haven't got a lot of good light left, but see how we go. This should be a bun head one. I've just got to swap my phone into my other hand, and there we go. That is a pretty nice little halfpenny. You can see the wreath in her hair and, you know, all that detail that sometimes is worn away. So that is a pretty nice little halfpenny, and I'll clean that up better when we get home. But you know, I don't know how long I've been here, 15 minutes or something. Just a quick sprint in the evening, and I've got 2 Britannia coppers, so good little Equinox. Gotta love it. Walking back to the car, and you know, all these distractions. Look at that brick and glass, and you know, look at that old guy. You just think, oh, I should be detecting here, but I've got to go home. So definitely gonna have to come back, and you know, can't leave a spot like this alone. I mean, there's a brick, there's glass. I've no doubt it's just a, you know, a rubbish dump, but never know what could be hiding in here. You know, it's right alongside an old fence, and who knows what else is buried in the prickles and stuff. So you know, it's always nice when you can find, you know, a spot like this. It means you got something to, you know, look forward to, come back to. You know, I've got to go and check out that new spot I found. And anyway, so old bits of glass, old brick, everything, even those annoying things. I'll put that one in my bag, and that way I won't have to detect it when I come back here. but that is, you know, you wish you had time, but at least I know there's a spot here I can come back to someday. So, you know, there may be nothing here, but until I detect it, I won't ever be comfortable. I'll always be thinking of that spot with the possible tokens and coins. You know, there could be a coin still there. Anyway, just a thing. But, you know, jolly good to find another little spot. So, you know, I'm always on the lookout for signs of, you know, old glass bricks. And you just sort of, even when you're driving along, you're looking for peppercorns and stuff. Just a natural, you know, you always got your eye out. Anyway, nearly back to the car, so we will see you on the next hunt, I suppose. I have to put down the shovel to turn this off. Well, we are back at the showground again this evening, and the sun's still a fair way in the sky, so I've got a bit of time. Got me 11-inch coil on, just because, you know, there's a fair bit of area here, so there's not too many signals, so, you know, maybe one day I'll do over it again, or at least the hot spots with the little coil. But anyway, I've got a solid 18 down here, but I can see I've just got a bit of rubbish. Thought it might have been an old halfpenny or something. They seem to ring up around those lower numbers, so anyway, a bit of rubbish. Now, right here in these wheel tracks in the grass here, we have got these numbers. Pretty solid 26, 25, 26 that way. And 24, 22 sort of numbers the other way, so does that tell you it's not round? Maybe I'm going to dig a bottle cap or something. Well, maybe it's sitting on its side a bit if it's a coin. And don't you love it when they come up like that? Trying to see through the camera here. Can't see a thing. There. I hope you can see that. Really struggling, there we go. Blind as a bat. I've got the sun shining right on my face. That looks like a little sixpence. So I reckon we can get a date off that without even washing it, if I can get it in the right sunlight. 1910. So that is the last year of King Edward's reign, I think, 1910, and the first Aussie coin, the first year they started making the Aussie coins. So there we have Edward the 7th. That is a pretty nice coin. Old Edward the 7th. He seems to, you know, there's a lot of his coins out here, so this will have to be the Edward Showground. Although old Vicky does show up every now and again, and the other two kings as well, but and Queen Elizabeth, so they're all here. So that is a pretty awesome little sixpence, I've got to say, and jolly, jolly lovely. Just look at that. Can't get a much better than that. That is absolutely beautiful. So before the sun goes down, we'll see if we can find anything else. And if I take that out, that clod should just fit there. Neat as a jigsaw puzzle. No one will ever know we got a treasure out of there. Anyway, jolly good. Our first silver for this evening, and we'll see if we can get anything else. And down here we have these numbers. 21, 20 sort of numbers, so I'm hoping I've got a little threepence, but they are a little bit jittery, so I'm not sure. Although, saying that, sometimes you dig them and they're jittery as anything and you get a coin. You think, why didn't that read properly? But anyhow, give another swipe and I should nearly have it, unless it's very deep. Hard as old rocks here. Just flick all that out and we'll see if we've got it out. Yep, we've got something here. So we'll get the pinpoint up to help us see where it is. Somewhere here. Must be in this clod, surely. Don't know. This clod must hold the secret. If we can break it up. And look at that. Gotta love that. And believe it or not, that is the exact same date, 1910. So, you know, that's another King Edward last year of his reign. And that one is an absolute beautiful little coin as well. That is an awesome little threepence. You know, beautiful colours and we have King Edward again on the back there. So that is just as beautiful as the sixpence. They're both such nice coins. They just look so nice coming out like that. So I got the little threepence just come this far, and we have some nice 20. Well, they're all over the place really, so, but they're nice 20 numbers, so hopefully this is something good, not just a hunk of can. It is sort of, yeah, the numbers are all over the place, but they were a bit better before, so I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But let's see if we can find a little beeper in here. I think we're still in our hole. Yep, and see if the pinpointer will pick it up, but I think it's well, I can see something there. That is a, well, it's a washer. I was going to say button. So, jolly little washer. And down here, I've got a nice punchy 23, 24, somewhere around there sort of number. So, why am I suspicious of a cent coin? Why am I suspicious? They normally give nice signals. However, I think I can see, no, that's a bit of glass, it's not that. Still in our hole. Maybe it's not a cent coin. 24 could be a sixpence, could be a halfpenny, could be anything. Surely we've got it out. Surely. Well, we haven't got it out. So either it's fallen back in or I think I saw something, but I'm not sure. What is that? Well, I think my suspicion was right. That is a jolly old 1 center. Well, down here, if you can see past my shadow, we had a, well, all over the place 20s sort of number, and didn't sound that good, but now that I've dug down a bit, it is sounding more promising. So, could still just be a bit of junk, but just in case, we might film it. So, sounds beautiful now. It's jumped right up into the 30s now. It's probably going to be a big hunk of junk, but whatever it is, it's really picked up signal. Seeing a bit of charcoal there, so something's been burnt here in the past. I wonder if we've got it out. No, she's still in there. Pretty good 23, 22 now, but it was, I've jumped into the 30s before, so I don't know what this is. Seems to keep changing. We will find it eventually, I hope. And there we go. There's our culprit, whatever that is. A big, huge chunk of, well, I would say brass, something like that. And don't know what that exactly is off, but it looks like, well, obviously hinges, and yeah, it's rounded like it goes over a pipe or something. So no idea what that one is, but it's a big chunk of bronzy brass stuff. So drop that in the bag and that'll weigh me down. But anyway, we'll see if we can get any more before we have to go home. Well, I am excited right now. I had a 17 down here and just there somewhere was where I got that big chunk of brass thing, and you know, 17, it's probably going to be a pull tab, you know, the bigger ones ring up at that number. I've got to think where I put it now. Where did I put it? It's in here, I think. And, you know, tracked it down to this clod. Now, I'll see if I can get this in the best sunlight. Can you see that? Can you see that? That is a little ring, and look at those stones gleaming in the sunlight. Look at those stones. Actually, I'll give it a quick wash, see if we can get some more glitter happening. I don't know, well I won't know till I look at it better if they're not just, you know, glass stones or whatever, but see if we can get them gleaming a bit in the sunlight. Look at, now the whole clod's gleaming because it's wet, but if I can get it to focus, it'll be a good start. Look at those beautiful stones in that big blue one and two white ones either side. Don't know, I'm no expert, but they don't quite look real to my eye, but I am hopeful of being proved wrong. But look at them gleam in the sunlight. Well, we better get that little guy out of there very carefully without damaging him. You never know till we get home how good your filming is going to be, because it's hard to see through the phone, but hopefully we got that glitter in the sunlight, and that's our ring. So now we just got to carefully get that dirt to fall out of there without breaking anything, and that actually looks pretty complete. You know, it's not broken, there's no stones missing. It is brilliant. So, see if we can get it to focus on that, and look at that. That is absolutely bonzer of a find, you know. Not every day you find a ring, but so the question is, obviously it's not silver because it only rang up 17, and I can't see any markings there, but we'll have a better look at home. So maybe it's just a costume jewellery, you know, cheapo thing, but nonetheless it's a ring and we found it, so and I'm quite happy. Yeah, I reckon it's just a brass, you know, bit of bling, but anyway, something different and jolly cool to find those. So let's get back to detecting and see what else we can get. Well, I had a 16 down here, and you know, I was really tossing up. Should I dig it? Shouldn't I? Shouldn't I? You know, it's just going to be a pull tab, don't bother. But I couldn't resist and I did, and jolly glad I did. We've got a little watch winder there, and still got one little link of chain on it, so they're not a bad find. Some of them, I have found one that had a brass end on it as well, so it was complete, but most of them, you know, have a metal winder on the end, so it's usually rusted away, but they're a nice little relic to find. Yeah. Never found one with a bit of chain still on it though, even though it is only one little link, but they're not a bad find. Don't mind those coming up. So certainly a nice surprise to what I thought was going to be there. I was looking for that pull tab. Where are you? But just shows sometimes if you got that feeling, you should dig those low numbers. Because that is a pretty awesome piece of history. Wind up the old pocket watch, eh? Bit of a, you know, sort of 17, 18, 19, 20 sort of numbers here, and it's not a coin, but if we can focus that. I've got something here. Looks interesting. Don't know what it is. So we're going to have to pull it out to find out. But I have no idea what that is. I thought it was a bobbly button of some sort, but well, maybe it is, but don't know if there's a loop broken off the back there or what it is. Anyway, it's a little brass. I thought it might have been a bell, but tinker bell, but don't know what that is. So I'll clean it up when we get home, but see if we can find out what it is or was. Well, unless I find something on the way back to the car, I think this is going to be my last hole for this evening. So got a jolly solid 18 all the way here, so hopefully it's not just a 50-cent piece, but it could be an older Britannia halfpenny, could be a big old pull tab, could be a shotgun, brass shotgun bit shell, could be, and the list could go on. But we're not going to have to speculate much more. I've got it out of the hole. Let's see what it is. Somewhere in here. What is that? I don't think it's any of the things I just said it could be. But it's looking cool. Looks like some sort of medallion. Maybe it's a more modern one. I'll see. PGF. I think that is just a zipper. A big old zip off something. So not so exciting as I thought. In fact, it's pretty modern, I think. So I thought it might have been a little medallion-y thing. But that zips up our day nicely. Maybe our day won't end so zippily. That's where I got the zip, and I just stood up and swung my thing, and $22, $23 just here. So we may be ending on a cent coin, we may be ending on 3 decimal, and I'm hoping for the latter, of course. We may even be ending on a washer, which would be even worse. We may even end on a silver. That would be brilliant. Still in the hole here, so hopefully that will have disturbed it. And I think we are ending on a silver. Come into the sunlight. Little sixpence. Is that a sixpence? I think it is. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that is Queen Victoria looking at us there. So a bit worn, but that's a Victoria bunhead. So are we going to have anything on the other side that we can see? Well, not at the moment. So I'll give that one a clean up and we'll see what we got. Well, sorry folks, but the other side is as smooth as smooth. We're not going to get anything off that. So, no date. Can't really see anything on that. Pretty smooth. So, but we know it's a Victoria bonhead, so you know, 1860, 1870, 1880s, somewhere around that mark we're talking. So anyway, even though it's worn off, that's not a bad way to end the day. Silver sixpence. So we'll check our hole and we'll start heading back to the car, I think, even though that does make you want to keep hunting when you find a coin, but we'll be back sometime.